The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? Returning it, Hill. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
10-10 at their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
A 3-yard pick.
There's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Let's go, Mike's 4-2, Mike's 4-2.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan hit, and he lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos.
Woo! Give me some.
And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Good.
McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 7-0. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. The dangerous Hill now to return. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
They'll run it out of the gun with Hill. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
But I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. First catch so far for the man who led the NFL coming into the weekend. He's got a 1st down. Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again, Ryan. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down.
brings up.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Play action. It's Ryan. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked by the rookie. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. They call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe. It's too hot, drop the top off the wagon. Lay back, flying like dragon. Man, I'm flying past Saturn.
After the turnover, here's Locke. This is the tight end fan. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Locke going to throw. Able to get this to Gordon. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be a second down. 2nd and 5 from the 8.
At the Falcons' 8-yard line.
Locke now to throw. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Tack McKinley able to record his 5th sack of the season.
It's 3rd down. 3rd and long.
Throwing his Locke on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Makes the score.
So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
He's taken
the last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Pick up a 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On the counter, it's Hill. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
The tackle made by Kareem.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards, the final tally. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 43.
Mike 42. Mike 42. Check. Mike 42. Not today, you are. 54, stop. Mike 42. Mike 42. And here we go. Check. Watch the pass. Got it. Check. 42's the Mike. Check. 42's the Mike. Got to do better.
They snap it at 1. Now Ryan. He finds Smith out of the backfield. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
At the Broncos' 27-yard line.
21. Ito Smith, his first carry. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
25-yard line. A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
A 42-yard attempt.
And his kick is indeed good, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not. And he lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. Touchdown. The pass receiver turned into a runner, then he turned into a fumbler, and it goes the other way for 6.
I love your description. Although for the offense, they're not too happy about it. But for the defense, what a big-time play for them. Never give up on anything. Sometimes you create your own points.
But the receiver, hard to fault him. He's just going for extra yard.
That's exactly what you're supposed to do, but you have to take care of the football.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Lock now on 1st down. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after 1. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to K.J. Hamler, the rookie, and it's 3rd and short.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Locke. He's got his tight end, Fant. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. A big play there for the Broncos on 3rd. And even 50 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Into the red zone, it's Locke. He'll find Lindsey here. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Phillip Lindsey, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Didn't have anything downfield, swung it out to the flat. He did the rest.
Such a staple of so many offenses we see now. You know, in our discussions with offense coordinators, how many times do they tell us, hey, this offense is designed for either a touchdown or a check down? We saw the check down on that play, and boy, was it successful.
We saw a touchdown, too. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. The return man is Hill. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Brian Hill, the ball carrier.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
On 2nd and 7, Ryan, he completes it to Julio Jones. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down.
42-yard line.
Hey, Tuesday. Check 45, come on. Coming to you. Hey, check Mike 45. Check. Gun. That's the screen. Pass. 45's the check.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Short throw underneath to Hurst.
Ryan's pass.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
At the 47-yard line.
From the shotgun, they run with Smith. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all play south.
They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A give to Smith out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
To throw on 3rd down, Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 34-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the 1st.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Mike's 14. You ain't doing nothing today.
On 1st down, Ryan. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Back to the ground, it's Hill. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
A 45-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll get this across the 40 and up to about the 42-yard line.
On the tackle. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd and 7. Block. And some room to roam now. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
At the 7-yard line.
Hill to try again. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Ryan. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Jarrell Casey with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And this one is right through. And that'll bring them back within a point. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Taken in the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
45, 45. Mike, 45. Stop your body.
To throw again. Lock. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Lock pass. Intercepted. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
58.
After the interception, here's Ryan. Flush to his right. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
Thrown away and incomplete. Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Ryan. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. He was looking for Julio Jones, his Pro Bowl receiver, and now it's 3rd down. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This is a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Kickoff for Atlanta.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Now Locke. That'll be caught by the rookie, K.J. Hamler. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Locke. And that is incomplete. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
At their own 28-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. And he finds a man with a crossing route. Touchdown, Falcons! Russell Gage, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons will extend their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see them, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
2nd and 1.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now the Broncos' big-ticket acquisition. It's Melvin Gordon. The 30, the 20, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Melvin Gordon, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Returning it, Hill. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Their own 33-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Now Ryan on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They go play action with Ryan. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And the lead is up to 5.
The kick is good. Makes the score Broncos 31, Falcons 26. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The dangerous Hill now to return. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
10 at their own 31-yard line.
Breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe. It's too hot, drop the top off the wagon. Lay back, fire like dragon. Man, I'm flying past Saturn. Ain't here like everything.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Ryan. This one caught by Ridley.
Ryan's pass.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
38, Falcons 26.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. The return man is Hill. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Falcons. Russell Gage, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons draw a bit closer.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, one by land, two by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the podcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now, it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Flushed out right. On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 27 yards there, a first down. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. A.J. Terrell coming up to make the play.
2 yards.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Locke looking for his running back, and he's got him. Give him 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Locke working out of the gun. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
First down.
Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
He was brought down
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Falcons' 9-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
Here's Locke to throw. That's complete right around the 8. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. It'll be a gain of 4, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. Here's Locke. And he's got his tight end Fant. Touchdown Broncos.
Complete to Noah Fant.
Noah Fant, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos will add on to their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Extra point from McManus is good, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Returning it, Hill. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
2-yard line.
timeout set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Play action. It's Ryan. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down.
43-yard line.
So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for first and 10. From the shotgun, Ryan. That's complete to Smith. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. To throw again is Ryan. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
The Falcons on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it. Here's Hill. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Brian Hill. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that. Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their lead is hanging by a thread after that pick 6, but look, they're still in the driver's seat. Now the question, how aggressive will they be on this drive? Time to find out. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Lindsay, the Bronco ball.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the four fingers. Fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the four fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. He's 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
And it's third down.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Throwing now is Locke. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down.
Coverage by Keanu Neal.
Camera system incredible. Yeah, they put $1, call it vegetable. Can I get the dash? Can I catch me broke? Ooh, can I get the dash? Can I catch me broke? Your whole team.
And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Locke. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Tack McKinley, the UCLA product, the one who brought him down.
34-yard line.
Now on 2nd and 13. Locke. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and either way at the clock.
Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. From the gun, it's Locke. And that is incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Less than 2 minutes to play. Down to the wire we go in a one-point game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the Broncos' 7-yard line.
On 2nd down. It's Hill, and he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll try to run it. It's Hill. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Here we go with Hill. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Brian Hill with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. So a big play coming for the Falcons as they'll go for 2. They'll try and run for it with Hill. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And that helps. That gives them a 7-point lead.
Broncos 47.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From the 10. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Lock to throw. Space to maneuver at the 40. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Lock on target to Fant for a Bronco 1st down. To throw is Locke. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, second down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Back to throw. Lock. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Grady Jarrett in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
It's another big shot dodged there defensively. Now they're just one more incompletion away from salting away this victory, and I know this feeling. They're almost giddy, but they have to stay focused and locked in. They can make one big mistake and throw it all away.
They're going with Lindsey. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. They'll go ahead and take the knee here, and the unbeaten season will continue.
A yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 39-yard line. Today's final score, Falcons 50.
Someone put me out 'cause I'm on